Can you do it in just 3 seconds? Good day everyone. Let's try to answer some viral math tricks everyone's talking about in the internet. So let's start. Here's the question. What is the value of 4% of 75? The challenge is you need to do it in just 3 seconds. Now, if you want to try this problem, just pause this video right now. And if you're ready, here's the solution. The answer to this question is 3. 4% of 75 is 3. But the way I solve this looks like this. I take 75% of 4. This is much easier than 4% of 75. 75% is just 3/4, so 3/4 of 4 will give us 3. Now the question is it always the same? Or this is just a coincidence? That m% of n must be equal to n% of m. So today, we will prove that m% of n must be always equal to n% of m. So let's start. So our goal is to prove that m% of n must be always equal to n% of m. First thing to do is the word or phrase says product, the product of multiplied by times per, referring to multiplication. Therefore, m% of n can be written as m% times n, right? Next, how about a percent? The definition of percent is percent means parts per 100. Therefore, if we have 25%, this is just 25 over 100 or 25 per 100. Therefore, m% can be written as m over 100. So we have m over 100 times m. Next, let's rewrite the left-hand side. So m times 100 times n can be written as m times n all over 100. Next, let's talk about sum property. In commutative property states that the number on which we operate can be moved or swapped from their position without making any difference to the answer. The commutative property holds true for addition and multiplication, but not in division and subtraction. So, we can apply the commutative property on our expression on the left-hand side. Therefore, we can rewrite m times n over 100 as n times m all over 100, because it doesn't matter which one goes first. M times n is the same thing as n times m. Next, what we're going to do is to rewrite again the left-hand side. If we do that, n times m all over 100 can be written as n over 100 times m. Now, going back to the definition of a percent, n over 100 is just n%. Therefore, this is just the same thing as n% of m. It follows that m% of n must be always equal to n% of m. Now at this point, let's use this knowledge to answer the viral question. What is 4% of 75? And this is just the same thing as 75% of 4. And this is much more easier than 4% of 75. And 75% of 4, you can do it in just 3 seconds, and the answer must be 3. Now another example is 24% of 50. 24% of 50, maybe you can do it in 3 seconds, but 50% of 24, definitely you can do it in just 3 seconds. 50% is just 1/2, so 1/2 of 24 will give us 12, and the answer is 12. So 24% of 50 is just also 12. And for our last example, we have 12% of 25. Now, this is much easy if we do 25% of 12, because 25% is just 1/4. Therefore, we need to get 1/4 of 12, and this is just 3. And we're done.